located at Washington State Penitentiary. This call will be recorded and monitored. If you wish to block any future calls of this nature, dial 7 now. To accept this call, press 5 now. To decline this call, hang up. Thank you.
Good evening, brother and sister.
Good evening, Mr. Hoffman. Have you been moved? Are you in a new location?
Yes, I am at Walla Walla now.
Is that?
I will, if you got a pen, I will give you my new address.
You bet. And is that good news? Are we to interpret that as good news?
Yes.
Great.
Yes, this is the thing that we were working for, not to Monroe, but it's Walla Walla, even though it's close custody, is still a lot better than Airway Heights because we have rapos and snitches and all sorts of wonderful people that like to tell stories even when there's no story to tell.
Yeah.
So we get away from that, and I got away from that group that wanted to do dastardly things for that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to touch base with you and let you know that I'm thinking about you, and everything's good. It's not great, but it's getting better. I just went through the federal siege at Ruby Ridge, and it made me cry and cry and cry.
Yeah, I had to walk away from that book at certain points because I got very emotional as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very tough. Yeah, you know.
What kind of?
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of a thing that calls himself a human being would shoot a woman with a baby in the head?
Yeah. He's not even apologetic about it. They actually used Lon Huriuchi's name to promote a gun store in a certain city as if Lon Huriuchi was somebody to be idolized. Or it's just ridiculous. I mean, the guy is I don't even call him a human being, just an absolute devil, but he needs to be held accountable for the crime that he committed, and it's just insanity that what he did. But let me get your address while we got you on the phone. I want to make sure I got the right address.
Yes,
okay.
sir. Yes,
all right.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay. Patrick Hoffman, 2336.
Okay.
And then the next line is Unit D, Unit Dog.
Yep.
Delta. E, Elmer, 122. And that's, next line is 1313 North 13th Avenue.
1313 North 13th Avenue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody had the grand idea of passing out the number system on this place back when.
Yeah.
Little quote from the days of the Templar Knights.
Yeah.
They're Friday the 13th. Yeah.
Okay. 1313 North. Let me just read that back. That's so weird. 1313 North 13th Avenue. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Walla Walla. And here's the magic word. Walla Walla, Washington.
Walla Walla. Is that 2 L's? Walla Walla, Washington.
Yeah. Walla. W-A-L-L-A. And then write it again. And then a comma.
Okay. Got it.
And then Washington.
Okay.
And zip code is 99362.
99362. Got it. I'll update the website tomorrow with your new address.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for looking out for me.
No problem.
Thank you for your prayers.
You bet. We do pray for you, Patrick, and I hope the Lord works a miracle to get you out of there very soon. I hope also that your new location, you find some friends and some people. Have you been to this location before? Or is this your first time there?
Yeah, this was where you and I first met.
Oh, okay.
I'm at the same place again.
Okay.
Yeah, I told them if they couldn't send me to Monroe, to send me back here, and that's what they did. Only they didn't have to take away my points and put me in close custody, but they did.
Okay.
But that's the wonderful inner workings of the inner mind. I read something in a book by Mr. Philip Margolin about the book that I read in the whole was called The Tie That Binds, and in that he was dealing with the murder of some ex CIA operative that had retired and stuff, and was chasing a Russian officer from the Castro days that had supposedly was packing around uranium U-235 bomb, same size as the one that hit Hiroshima, about 14 kilotons. And in this process, there was some place where he touched on this thing. Somebody said to him that the U.S. Congress, the Senate, and the representatives in Washington, D.C. are like Siamese gorillas sharing the same brain. And they don't have any brain, and they're both out looking for it. So
that's quite an image. That's quite an image right there.
Yeah, that kind of leaves you empty anyway.
I guess so. So.
Yeah. Anyway, I read the Ridge and stuff today. Got through it finally. I had to stop several times because it tore me up.
Yeah.
And I'm quite sure that if they had known about my incident, they would have said something. But with my incident, they tried to keep it as airtight as possible. They wasn't even allowing journalists from the hometown press to come in and listen to what they were doing, because what they were doing was illegal. They bought and paid for a conviction, and they even kept the Attorney General's office out of it by using Mr. Hicks, that was the U.S. Attorney General or U.S. Attorney for the state for the federal government in Spokane. Now, one of the things we have to do when we get the attorney on board is to go to Spokane, the federal offices, federal courts, and request a copy of the federal search warrant that was applied for by Overton and Cox on Dad's property, and also request a copy of the return on that, because I've got a feeling that we didn't get that copy at state level court. And the reason why we didn't was because the gun that they alleged that we had destroyed was marked on there as found. Now, I'm trying to gather all of the information that I can to show that there was Brady violations all over that these ones took upon themselves to do in order to make the case come out so that the police weren't blamed for his death. And that's one of the things there. But we still have the girl that was in the prosecutor's office and heard the prosecutor say, well, they'll never find that gun because we made sure of that, to somebody on the phone. Between that and what Judge Allenbach said to her husband before she passed away, to do everything that he that he could to get me free, because she was sure that she put an innocent man in prison. Okay, on top of that, if you can, now this Philip Margolin, who wrote this book that I pulled this information out of, is a defense attorney, long-standing defense attorney in California. And I was hoping to get a hold of him some way and try to get him on board to do the legal work to get me free, and then finish telling the story from to finish about Agnes and I and you and Aaron and everybody that's concerned with getting me free. I thought that that would be a very good thing. So he has a website that was stated in the book. It's www.philipmargolin.
How do you spell that? Or how do you spell Philip? Is it two L's?
Philip is two L's, Phillip, and Margolin is MARGOLIN.com.
Wow, it just hung up on him unexpectedly as soon as he gave that website. All right, well, I'm not sure what to interpret that. It seems like they cut him off as soon as he gave that website's name. I'm not sure what to make of that.